Time I'm on the East Coast, so it's 8 o'clock, and I learned something from this video that you can share with your family and friends. My name is William Surf Riles, and I am the creator of this page. We Ride for a Cure. And the purpose of this page is to give enlightenment to those who may be going through a health situation known as cancer. And in these videos, my objective is to simply teach you what you need to know about cancer, as well as the things that people are not aware of when it comes to cancer awareness. Again, this is for education, or what I like to call edutainment purposes. Please do the following before you take on any regiments. Get the following. Get educated on what you're dealing with. Go and get your checkups. You should do a checkup twice a year. Number 3, and once you do that, then the rest is practically easy. What is the regiment? The regiment, as I explained it to the best of my ability, the regiment was something that I learned from my elder, Chris Williams. I call him Doc Williams affectionately. And it was a 4-month process that started out with a simple 21-day detox. And within that detox, it taught me everything that I needed to understand about what cancer is and what cancer isn't. And as I ventured into this regiment, I saw many things happen to me within 21 days. That had to do with me finding out exactly what was going on with me, dealing with colon cancers. And as I went into this process, I saw many things occur. I noticed how I was losing weight. My facial features started looking darker. I started looking older, drained out, due to me going through some personal things. I won't go into it on this page, on this video. But I was blessed to have a friend whose name is Tony Lampkin. And he introduced me to the man who is responsible for, and what he taught me, I still utilize today, and I share and I express with. I learned a lot about myself, my strengths, and my weaknesses, and the things that are so important for everybody to realize when you have something like this enter into your life. If you can remember, if you can get through that day by making an effort to self in everything that you're doing, then the journey will be well worth it. So, the first thing that he explained to me, once he did his evaluation, I'm giving this to you. Number 1, the number one thing that I remember the most that came from that man's mouth, it was a quote from Dick Gregory. And that quote was, "Fear and God don't occupy the same space. So choose the side that you want to be on." And that started my journey. Cancer, it's scary. There's no doubt about that. But so is life. If you can think of cancer the same way that you think about catching a cold and do the requirements that you need to stop the cold from infecting you to where it gets so bad that you end up getting pneumonia, guess what? You're going to be in a better position to fight it, kill it, and move on. And that is what he taught me how to do. And so in this very first video, all right, video, we are not learning how to C-U-R-E the situation. We are learning how to K-I-L-L the situation. And first thing, I want you to think about the big C. Think of a vampire. What are vampires known for? They are blood suckers. They absorb your energy. That's what cancer is. It's a vampire. Once it gets into a place of dominance, its only objective is to breed more like itself to continue dominating areas. And when they have dominated, it creates a colony. That colony is called a tumor. Did you get that? Cancer cells create a colony. The colony is called a tumor. And what I am going to explain to you in the simplest way of doing it is explain to you within 21 days. If you create this ritual, respectfully speaking, or this regimen in 120 days, that's 4 months from now, you are going to see your body retransformate or transform itself back to where it should have been and how you're supposed to be as a healthy individual. Number one, find out your blood type. If you do not know what your blood type is, and I've said this on many videos that I've made, if you do not know what your blood type is, you are playing the health game backwards. It doesn't matter how many treatments you take, how many herbal supplements you take, how many things you buy online. If you do not know your blood type, you're playing the game backwards. The first thing that you're doing wrong is you are putting things in your body that may not be compatible with your blood type. If your blood operates off of a 8.0 or a 9.0, and you're giving yourself foods that are a 5.0, 4.0, 6.0, your body is going to have to work harder in order to break that stuff down so that your blood can get from it what it needs. And it's not getting it at full capacity. So 8.5, 9.0 could be your fruits and berries, could be your vegetables, your green leafy foods. It can be your fruits. It can be a lot of different things. But if it's in that pH ratio of an 8.0, 9.0, and your blood type requires you to eat foods in that range, then within a certain amount of time, your body is going to break those foods down because it has exactly what it needs, and your performance levels will be a lot better. If you are eating foods that are under a 7.0, then you're going to have problems with your digestion. You're going to have problems with your energy. You're going to have problems with mental clarity. You're going to have problems with balance. And if you continue eating in that manner, against your blood type, the body has to overwork itself in order to function. And that's why so many of you all have gray hair, or you're losing your hair. Don't talk about my hair now. Because you are stressing your body out with stress-filled foods and not energy foods. Now, if that was easy for you to understand, ask yourself this question. Did I charge you any money for that? Did I say, come to this seminar and try to lure you into spending some money so you can learn this stuff? No. That's because those who are really interested in taking these things to the next level will not have a problem with paying you. But those who understand these words, bless those as you have been blessed, money will not be a problem. And I'm saying that because I bear witness that I've seen this work for me. When I got on this regiment and I started talking to people about the regiment that I was taught to use and how it saved my life, people donated to me. People bought my products. But it was never for the intended purpose of trying to start a business with this and get rich overnight. Don't get me wrong. $1 million would be real nice right now. But that was not my intended purpose. I spoke about the regiment and the 3 elements that were given to me. And I learned about why those 3 elements were very important to me to use, and the time period that within 21 days, I saw the results. The results were the parasites that were in my body came out for 4 days straight. And after those 4 days of eliminating those parasites out of my body, 4 months later, I was back at my original weight. Mind you, I still had a tumor that was in my colon, but it was shrinking. And this is what I'm going to teach you all. Now, we get our blood types down. This is for those who are dealing with cancer like I had. If you are dealing with cancer, your blood levels are low. That means you are low in these following items. Iron. You need iron in your blood. You're lacking iron. Go and ask for your medical records and see what your iron count is. If your iron count is not low, then the next thing that you need to pay attention to is your magnesium count and your potassium count and your vitamin C. Vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin A are going to be your friends during this time period. I'm going to go into that a little bit later. I want to stick with 3 things that you should get to build your blood levels. When you build your blood levels, it helps fight off the radicals. Learn about your red blood cells and your white blood cells. Your white blood cells, that's your power team. That's the team that's fighting off anything that's coming into your body that could possibly make you sick. Those are not strong. That's why you need iron. Did you understand that? The next thing you need to learn about is your red blood cells. Guess what your red blood cells produce? Oxygen. And that is why I said, think about cancer like a vampire. Your body in a cancer-dominated area is oxygen deficient. And doing these things will help boost your oxygen levels. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medicinal practitioner. I am somebody who survived stage 2 colon cancer. And as of now, I am 8 years cancer-free. Technically 8 months what's this? This is November, December, January, February, March. Technically, I'm 8 months, 8 years, 8 months cancer free as of this time. Now, in the next video that I will do, I will explain to you the difficulties of recovering and what you can do to prevent yourself from going through what I went through. Okay? Because I'm here, I'm healthy, I'm out here where I want to be, I'm painting, I'm an artist by trade. But it did come with difficulty. So this is where we want to start. Clean the blood. You kill the issue. You clean the blood. You kill the issue. You clean the blood by giving your body oxygen, electric foods so that the blood can build up healthier cells that feed your normal cells, that give birth to stronger cells within a 14 to 28 day period. Let me say that again. From a 14 to a 28 day period, feed your body the foods in the vegetable and fruit category that your blood type requires. Do this for 21 days. Eat the foods. If you're dealing with cancer, you need to eat foods that build your blood. Foods like beets, apples, cranberry, pineapples, papaya, tomatoes, if you can eat them. Only the foods that are in your blood type. Now, beets, grapes, cherries, top on the list. You can juice them and you can drink them. This helps boost nitric oxide in your body, which will allow the blood to flow better. But drink water. And I forgot this one, but I didn't forget it. Chlorophyll. Fresh water, add your chlorophyll. Now, I know some of you all don't like to drink water straight. Y'all got the issue with it. Drink chlorophyll with your water. Blend a little cranberry juice, maybe a little beet juice, maybe a little apple juice, maybe a little pineapple juice in your mix. Never drink your juice with just juice. Add fresh spring water to it. Put a little chlorophyll in it. Make enough for a gallon and blend. And you will begin to notice that all of that acid from eating that meat begins to come out of your system a lot more. You may go to the washroom a lot, but when you come out of that washroom, like Ice Cube said on Today Was a Good Day, I'm coming out 10 pounds lighter, but you're going to see the difference in a month. Take a look, take a picture of yourself. When you start, get a calendar. 14 days from now, make a statement. This is where you're going to be. The next 14 days after that, make a statement. Mark it down, where you're going to be. Take pictures of yourself every day. Get a tablet. Talk to yourself. I'm a little mad at myself because I forgot to do something, and I hope it doesn't mess with my scores, but it is what it is. I made the effort. Make a list, keep notes, talk to yourself. Anything you do repetitiously, it's going to start showing in your daily routine. Got it? As you begin to do this, your list should consist of a blood type dietary chart and an alkaline chart. You look on that chart and you see the things that you should be eating and drinking. You have a bathroom time because it's going to come to a moment where you're going to notice you're going to be going to the washroom a lot faster, because now with the right foods that you are taking into your body is now cleaning itself out more. It is now being activated to cleaning out your body. Once your body gets what you need, I'm sorry, once the body gets what it needs and you give it exactly what it needs, you will begin to see results in 3 days. Starting off with, you're going to start feeling a little bit lighter in here. Your breathing is going to be different. You're going to start noticing that your sinuses are going to open up. You're going to be breathing a lot better. If you get into an exercise program, just 5 minutes a day, if you can do it 3 times a day, you're winning. 5 minutes a day. That means 15 minutes you've dedicated yourself to doing a little bit of exercise, and you want to grow in the process. You all want that 6-pack and that Coke bottle look. It takes time, it takes practice. You want to sit up here and see your skin looking lighter and brighter and looking better, and your nails look good, and everybody's saying that you look younger now. You're going to have to make an effort. So clean the blood. You kill the issue. Now we're just talking about month number 1. You will be going to the washroom probably like 3 or 4 times a day. But this is good. The first 4 hours of the day, nothing should go into your system except water and some small fruits. Your body needs 4 hours to get everything out from the night before you eat anything new. Before you eat, I would suggest you do a small 5-minute exercise, stretching, jumping jacks, running in place. If you can do push-ups, and you can do it, start making a regimen, because when you get into the shower and you wash up and you take a look at how your body is transforming, and when you go to the washroom and you notice that your body is feeling a lot better because all of that crap that was in you is no longer in there, you will begin to notice that things are beginning to change. Now, for all of my cancer patients, I'm telling you this because this is what I had to go through. During this moment, you may be dealing with stress. You're worried. Things have changed in your life. This is the other part that I'm going to get into in the next video. Stress, how to deal with it, and the key things that you can use to help combat stress-like conditions. We want to stick with just cleaning the blood. The more you clean your blood, the more you clean your blood, the more you eat fresh foods, not McDonald's, not Burger King, not White Castle, though White Castle has been known to be healthier than the other two. But actually going to the store and getting fresh fruits to eat. Pineapples, grapes, watermelon, seeded foods, apples, pears, bananas, if you can eat them, and make that a ritual respectfully. And you begin to notice that you're not as stressed out as you, because meat, pardon the police car passing by, the more you begin to eat solid foods that are fresh, that are water foods, you will begin to notice your body is acting differently. You get into an exercise routine. I also like to make mantras for myself. I say things to bring things out, and it works. If you are a biblical person, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. Those are very powerful words. You need mantras to keep yourself active. It works. The more you do this, the more you will begin to see things change for you. Okay? So again, this is the very first video. There'll be more. I just want to get to the basis. So now you're eating more fruits. You're eating more vegetables, salads. You may have a smoothie. You do not have to eat a whole entire pizza and a whole entire cow to fill your body up. You can eat small things. Your body, when it gets what it needs, you won't have that hunger because you're eating correctly. Anyone that's dealing with cancer, you need to practice fasting at least once a week to 2 times a week, meaning every 3 days you fast one day and then repeat the cycle. At this point, you're not eating the same way that you used to. You have to eat to exercise your whole entire body, so that the more you do this, the more your body will start relying on muscle memory. Your body will get into a disciplined state of mind, in so much that you will not eat certain foods just because your body, as soon as it smells it, it rejects it. That lets you know that your body knows exactly what you're supposed to have in it, because your body is just as intelligent as the little 3-pound instrument in your brain that also connects and communicates with every organ by way of electrical impulse. And that's why you want to eat electric foods. So now that you're starting this process the first week, you may notice that you're going to have what is called a build-up time. What is a build-up time? A build-up time is from the time that you start changing your diet to the time of 14 to the 21st day. You're going to have your body build up so much to where within 15 to 21 days, you're going to start noticing the things that are coming out of you are a lot more heavier than it was in the beginning. That's because all of the bacteria, all of the poisons that was in your blood, all of the filth that was stuck in your colon walls, in your intestinal tract, are now being pushed out, because the foods that you're eating creates oxygen or gas. It also creates cleaner blood cells. Cleaner and stronger blood cells, which actually feeds your cells all in your body. And now with the nutrients that you have given your body, within the 21 days, anything that ain't supposed to be in there, it's coming out. And you may notice this for the next 4 days to a week. But when that last day hits, you are going to feel so light and so strong that you'll never want to go back. Because now, when that first month is over and you start looking at how your body is reacting and you're exercising and your muscle tone is stronger, you're not skinny because you're losing weight in a bad way. You're skinnier because you got rid of the waste, not the weight, the waste out of your body. And you're going to be waking up a lot earlier, and you're going to feel a lot better, because now your what they call a circadian rhythm is now being balanced, because it doesn't have anything that's affecting your natural clock, or your body, your natural clock, your natural rhythm. So I think I've given everybody a decent explanation on the first 21 days on how to kill cancer. Again, if you clean the blood first, you will kill the situation. When I was on TikTok, I had a page. I'm no longer able to do on TikTok what I used to do. I got banned permanently because of my viewpoints on health and some of the things that I've used and some of the people that I've helped. I'm very cautious about how I speak about the regiment, but the regiment applied for 120 days can kill cancer immediately. Let me repeat that again. The regiment, if applied for 120 days, can kill cancer immediately. But once you learn what your blood type is and you learn the condition that you're under, you will begin to see the results. It's not just about taking CMOS. It's not just listening to Brother Sabi, who I call my elder, and I learned from him too. Not just listening to me, but it's also getting in a book, getting on these tablets, getting on that Wi-Fi, on your internet, and actually studying the things that you are encountering. And allow me to show you all how ignorance can mess up friendships. I had recently was online, and I'm going to end it here, talking about the black and white situation. And I noticed that a lot of my white brothers and sisters, you guys are really, really violent on certain issues, especially about Islam or black issues and this and that. And once I got to sit down and actually analyze some of the things that people are saying, I just realized that they don't know what they're talking about. They have watched somebody on television say something and they get caught in the act. And because what they said gave them so much energy, they think they know something. I'm Muslim by culture, but I'm not a Muslim by Sharia law or this and that. But I happen to notice that people who are overly religious, they have no other way of communicating with you unless they put you in a category. Now, I could do the same thing by saying all white people are prejudiced. Until I meet a white person and then I actually see they're not prejudiced. They just don't understand. Because their viewpoints were given to them by someone that they don't know. So I get into a lot of conversations about Islam and the Quran. Automatically, oh, you one of those guys. No, I'm just somebody who studied Islam. And I took what is called a Shahada. But I'm not a them guys. I don't want to say errorist, you know what I'm saying? But that's all people know Muslims to be until they actually sit down and talk with them. And I notice because of the conditioning, they don't know how to deal with a person because their belief is all of these people are pedophiles and terrorists. And when they listen to a person that actually practices, most of the Muslims know more about the Bible than the people that claim to say that the Bible is the word of God. And they go right into their books. They don't even use the Quran. They go right into their books and show them their stuff that they didn't even know. The moral is stop being judgmental as your Lord and Savior told you. The same way that I have issues with Muslims and how they view people. Because both religions are doing the same thing. That is what people do when it comes to health. You got the natural paths and you have the doctors, the allopathic. And they're going back and forth, going off on each other. And I see the allopathic people telling people, and the naturopaths are doing the same. Have something that someone could actually learn from. So I take the approach of fighting without fighting. I'm a Muslim by culture, by the definition of the word, but I'm Christian by the definition. Just going to conflict with this same definition of the word as well. There's no argument there. If you don't know what the word Muslim means, then you can easily be beguiled by somebody. If you do not know that cancer actually can be quote unquote remedied within 120 days by doing a cycle of cleansing and parasitical elimination and fortifying the body with the nutrients based upon the blood type, and everyone that just get in a book and read that the doctors are supposed to inform you to do, you would have less problems than we have today. The same thing with people who are diabetic. Most diabetic sufferers eat against their blood type. Did you know that? And I have plenty of people, my ex-wife, her mom, her grandma, and most of her family, all diabetic. And then I see what they eat. And none of it goes according to their blood type. And then to find out that most of them really have African descendancy through, I believe, Igbo tribe, the Igbo, which their blood type was African. And my ex-wife's father was Sicilian, Black Sicilian. So that's another one right there. So I'm saying this to you all because if you have cancer, it's not a death sentence. You have to look at cancer like a vampire that is deoxidizing the area where you are affected at. And once you give the body the oxygen to feed the cells, it can rebuild itself by eliminating the wasteful cells or the radical cells within a certain period of time. You just have to learn how to do it. And that's what I want to express and teach to you all. How do we kill this vampire? We do it by simply learning how your blood type works and giving your blood type exactly what it is lacking. Did you understand that? You do not need chemotherapy. You do not need radiation to go into your bloodstream so that it can fix what you think it's fixing and is actually doing more damage than good. Instead, give your body what it's lacking. The doctors pretty much tell you all what you're lacking, but yet you won't go get the things that you're lacking. You wait for that person to give you something that they themselves have never went through, and they're telling you to do it. How backwards is that? Did you understand what I was saying? So I want to get into the next video about what we need to do. Now that we've gone through the step one, we're eating the foods that match our blood type. We're fasting every week, 2 times a week, to give our bodies a break. We're allowing our body to recreate stem cells, going through the fasting period, which actually reanimates the cells in the body. Did you get that? And now we're eating the foods that create the proper electrical impulse so that the body can reanimate stronger cells in the body within the whole day. You're doing a whole day. And you can, if you do it for 6 hours, which we like to call a day fast, then you go into a stronger fast for 24 hours. I personally would suggest people to do a liquid fast, no solids, just water, until you're strong enough not to drink anything. Don't overdo yourself, because if you've never done it, you may have dizziness and you may go through some things. And I don't want anybody to go through that. Fasting is not just a religious thing, but everybody needs a break, including your body, from having anything in it, so that it can get rid of stuff. You know how you got a house and you keep putting stuff in the house? Eventually you got to get some stuff out the house. That's your body. Okay? And you also need to cleanse your house. Your house needs to be dusted out, mopped, wash the walls, clean the dishes, clean the refrigerator, take out the garbage. Okay, your body has the same thing. It works in the same way. But if you don't know the right things to clean your house with, you're going to have that stinky, that odor, that bacteria that's in the body. So we want to make sure that we understand. Let me say that again. You want to understand the process so that you can understand the mission. Did you get that? Thanks for the thumbs up. So, step one again, find out your blood type. When you find out your blood type, find out what your blood is missing, what minerals and vitamins and essentials your body is missing. Number two, once you find that out, then get you a blood type dietary chart. You can go on Google. It's not going to cost you a dime. Once you get that chart, look at the chart that shows you everything that you're supposed to be eating. The second chart on that list is what's allowable. And then the third thing on that chart is what you're not supposed to eat. Then after you have gotten that, get what is called an alkaline chart. There's so many different ones, but they all are the basics. They have different ranges from 3.0 to a 10.0. 3.0 is the lowest. That is the acidic zone. 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, 6.0. That is your acidic chart. 6.5, things start to get healthier. 7.0, 7.5, that is the alkaline chart range of the beginning cycles, which if you're basically healthy in this day and time, you're in a 6.5 to a 7.0. If you're 7.5, you're doing good. When you get to the 7.5, 8.0 chart, that are the foods that get in there and help, pardon the fly, 6.0, 7.0 to the 8, 7, I'll do it again, 7.5 to an 8.0 to an 8.5. Those are your foods that help with digestion. 8.5, 9.0, 9.5, those are the foods that help naturally electrify your cells. Did you understand that? That means that when you eat something in that range, 40 minutes afterwards, you got that. Yeah, okay, I got you. Woo! 9.5, 10.0, and there's even charts that have 10.5 to 11.0. Those are the foods that when they get in your body, they don't play around. They're getting in there. They're giving your body what it needs. It's naturally electrifying the body. Your body, you're feeling good. You're more focused, as well as killing off anything that is foreign in your body. Those are the cancer killing foods. Those are the foods that help regulate your diabetes. Those are the foods that help break down waste so that your six-pack will start looking like a six-pack and not a six-pack of beer. Okay? I hope you got that. Can you give an example of what type of foods you're talking about? All right. Grapes, lemons and limes turn into a juice, put into your water. That helps starts waking up your cells first thing in the morning. Pineapples, beets, turn into a juice, it helps take off a lot of the rubbish that you have on your stomach. And it helps clean your blood so that your blood can flow through your body every 45 minutes without being interrupted. Grapes, apples, oranges, if you can eat oranges, high in your vitamin C content, which is good for your immune system to stay active. Got it? Now, you like salads, soups, different vegetables, help break down the foods, especially soups, because it's more water, so it helps flush your system out a lot better, makes it easier for your stomach to break it down. And also, eating meals no bigger than this. You eat meals no bigger than your fist, because your stomach is that big. Got it? So the more you do this, the more you're training your body. So, waking up in the morning, a good 5-minute exercise routine, drinking some fresh water to wake up the cells, washing up, a quick elimination, your bowel movements, your movements, By 11 o'clock, you're pretty much active, ready to go. Most circadian rhythms kick off the most between 10:30 and 11:30. That is the high blood pressure time slot. Most of us don't know that Mondays are recorded the worst heart attack time periods between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. because the body is still trying to get its circadian rhythm back in order. And most of us, unfortunately, we have to deal with our daily routines. We ain't trying to go to work on a Monday. We tired, we stressed out, and the body reacts. So drinking fresh water in the morning, getting a routine exercise, having a ritual when you get up in the morning. Mine is, I command you to be greater today. I command you to be greater today than you were yesterday. I command you to be prosperous. So I have my own ritual. I command you to be great. I command you to be greater today. I command you to be greater today than you were yesterday. That's my mantra. I also have a couple other ones. I'm grateful and thankful that work, money, and abundance comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And my last one is get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Akum bihajazia. That means get it done. Because you're not going to like yourself if you don't get it done. And don't get mad about something that you tried your best to be good at. As long as you made the effort, that's all that matters. And that's why you need to write your stuff down. Write it down. Get it out your system. Because when I talk about the next video, I'm going to talk to you all about how being upset about the things that I couldn't finish, the things about my past relationship, my business, and how it almost killed me. And it came out in a pool of blood because I was so depressed about how things were going and weren't going and how much I lost trying to live up to a standard that nobody cared about. And so I went to therapy, and the best advice I ever got about my marriage, and I say this to you all, and I say this with an open heart, because I try to be righteous, not try to be right. I try to be righteous, not trying to be right. Okay? The elder in that room told me, from this point on, Mr. Riles, no longer will you feel bad about something that you tried your best to be good at. Do you understand? That's the best advice that I can give anyone. And yes, you're going to go through it, but you're going to get through it. You're not dead yet. They throw that cancer thing at you and they give you this fear. Listen, if I was a doctor, and I know they have that Hippocratic oath, I will look at you right in your face and I will say this to you. You are not dead yet. So live. Instead of making your body even sadder and more depressed, because every cell in your body reacts off of what you impute at that moment. If you feel as if there is no hope for you, your body is going to react accordingly. You're the head. The body is like an army. When the troops lose the head, it goes chaotic. Mentally, train yourself to say, and I quote, I am going to get through this. I am going to get through this. I ain't dead yet. So that means that my body is giving me time to fix the problem. In this case, 120 days, 4 months of your life, one season to change the situation that you're in. And you can do it, because I did it, and I'm living proof. And I thank you all. If you ever watch this video, I know it's almost an hour long, but I hope you got something from it. I have my own products. If you're interested, 773-551-2904. The products I make are designed for that person. So if we're going to work on a 1-month program, it's designed for that 1 month. My goal is for you to see the results. It's not trying to sell something. The products I got, a package is less than $150. It's a 1 month, actually a month and a half supply. Power Water, which is my regimen. It's something that I created with my elder. It is the replacement for chemotherapy. It's 5 different volumes of it, and my own supplements called the Power Ammo Pack, The ammo packs are powders designed for that particular person. The majority of the packages are 9 different herbs for that person, up to 15 different herbs. The objective is you apply it 3 times a day for 3 days, and then once a day for an entire month. The Power Water, you take it, you put it into a gallon of water. It's enough when you get, it's enough for 10 gallons of water. Now, for $40 for a product that replaces chemotherapy, that actually rebuilds the blood cells, that actually cleans out the liver, the kidney, actually cleans out the bacteria and the parasites that you may have in your system, along with a regimen program for $40, and a complete pack, $150, including I'm working with you, I'm giving you consultation, and we're keeping up with each other for 1 month. That can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars and quite possibly be just what you need instead of chemo. Because, wait for it, a lot of you all don't have the cancer that they claim you have. You just have a lot of backup which cause the symptoms. Until next time, if you're interested in my products, 773-551-2904. If you want a consultation, 773-551-2904. The consultations are $45 for 1 hour. But within that 1 hour, get a notepad, get a pen. I'm going to break down everything you need to understand about what you're going through. We're going to go through your notes. You're going to go through my notes. And we are going to fix this problem together. And that is what more doctors need to start doing. And they'll have more clients than complaints. My name is William Surf Riles, and I thank you for watching this video. This will be downloaded on my page, and you can watch this again. I wish you all the very best. I command you to be great. I command you to be prosperous. I command you to be greater today than you were yesterday.